Anyway, SummerSlam's next Sunday.
I'm excited.
It's a 4-hour event. They moved it up like WrestleMania status.
Is it 4 hours of Stephen Amell and Stardust wrestling? Because that's all I want to see.
That's what you want to see?
That's
Green
it.
Arrow versus Stardust?
That's it. That's the only thing I want to see.
Don't forget the man that Gravity forgot, Neville. That's his tag team partner.
Is that green? That's not Green Arrow or Stardust, is it?
But he's in the match.
I know. I'm teasing.
Constantine's the ref.
Oh, nice.
Neville's a big deal. But anyway, that's next week. We'll get to that a little bit later. But
absolutely.
for right now, we have to get to your WWE Divas champion. Let's say hello to Nikki Bella. Nikki, how are you?
I am great. How are you?
A lot going on with you. I'm amazed I had time with you because you're so busy between everything going on with the Divas division. SummerSlam's coming up. Total Divas. You're all over the place.
Yes, I am taking over the world. That's the goal, at least.
When do you find time for you?
I think it's usually when I get a few hours in bed at night. But other than that, it's pretty hard to find time for me. I try, sometimes when I get an off day, I'll admit, like, the day I do get one, I am, like, calling the spa, like, hey, you need to work on me for 4 hours. I need a facial. I need a massage. I need to dip in the jacuzzi. Do what you can to make me look right.
Well, who doesn't need that or want that? And by the way, I got to point out, since you're saying that, if nobody here is watching Total Divas, I don't know what to tell you, but you should be watching it. One of the things that just happened on a recent episode where you were accused of being a bit of a snob and being fancy, and knowing your background and how the story unfolded, good for you for wanting to, pamper yourself and to live the good life and try all these things. As your sister put it, it's sort of a treat, a bonus for you now at this stage in your life because you didn't have that growing up. So now that you have these opportunities and you have the money to do so, I say good for you for wanting to do that.
Oh, well, thank you very much. That means a lot. Yeah, growing up, I would see other people doing it, and I'd look at magazines, and I remember watching, like, E! Network, actually, when I was young, when it was just fashion shows, being like, gosh, it's just so beautiful. And I remember going to garage sales, and, like, I couldn't afford, anything nice, but I would get Chanel bags, like, not purses, like, bags that you put your stuff in when you go to the store.
Right.
They're like, okay, yeah, 5 cents. Sure, like you want a grocery bag. And I'd staple them to my wall, just like, oh, those are so cool, maybe one day. But it's nice because, I work really hard. And if I love doing nice things for myself when I can. And not only that, like, I'll get my friends, like, especially some of my friends who can't afford nice things or cousins.
Right.
I'm like, hey, you're going here with me. I'm paying for it. I don't want to hear anything. And they're always like, Nicole. And I'm like, no, I don't care. Like, this is stuff we always wanted to do. And now we can go to spas. Like, I never knew what a massage was till, like, after college. I was like, wait, what's this? Wait, you like, go to a nice place and actually get a massage? Are you kidding me?
Were you were you a little weirded out about finding out about this, about having a stranger touch you like that?
You know what? Once they made it to the feet, absolutely not, because then I was like, oh, I get it. I'm in heaven.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who look, if you haven't ever got a massage, you should definitely go and at least try it once, because a lot of people get weirded out by being touched by a stranger. And if you get over that part and you go, no, look, this is probably going to become one of the best things you've ever done in your life.
I agree. Always look at reviews. That's what I am. And, like, when you'll know it's a good place, and it's weird at first, but then you realize, like, how good you feel after and, like, how important it actually is. Because especially here in America, look, we all work nonstop here. And between looking at your cell phone or a computer or just being in the car all the time, like, you need to get work done. Like, you need to get massage. You need to get those knots out if you want to live a healthy life.
How great is it when you get to go to a hotel and you find out all the details about the hotel, where you go, oh my God, they have a world-class spa, they have 24-hour room service, and they don't have crappy pillows. The pillows are amazing.
Oh my God, you have no idea. That's like our favorite. Bree and I are like, oh my gosh, and 24-hour room service. And oh my God, their gym has an elliptical. We get, like, oh my God, in our business, we get excited. Like, literally, I had Dean Ambrose walk up to me the other day at the airport, like, yes, I'm a gold member at Marriott. And I'm like, only in our business are we like that. Like, we brag about what status we are on airlines just because it's like the fun thing. Like, guys, I'm platinum. What?
I used my miles to upgrade my rental, or I got first class,
Yes.
or they just moved my hotel room. Now I have a balcony. How great.
Oh, it's the best thing ever. Like, you feel like you're living large. You're like, this is the life. oh, I forgot about all those hours I was on a plane, but still, hey.
Well, let's talk about the real reason we're here, not just some posh benefits that we all get to enjoy, but let's talk about SummerSlam. It's on Sunday, August 23rd at the Barclays Center here in Brooklyn. It's a 4-hour show, which is amazing that they extended it. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and of course, you have to have the WWE Network because that's the only way you really should be watching this event. It's only $9.99 a month. Get the network. Watch everything going on here.
I agree. I mean, when you have the network, you get to see the pre-show. And to me, the pre-show is so fun to watch before going into the actual main show. And there's so much perks about having the WWE Network.
I wish the network, WWE put out a DVD set not too long ago. It was After Raw. And it would show you all the video footage that they taped when Raw would go off the air and people would still be celebrating in the ring, or back in the days when Stone Cold was still active in the company, where he'd be drinking beer with Lillian Garcia and having fun with the audience and what have you. I think it would be nice if the network could actually do that, where Raw ends on USA Network here in the United States, goes off the air, and then you can pick up the feed, since it's not on TV anymore, on the network and watch the post-show celebrations.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to pitch that. It's a really good idea. And I wouldn't be shocked if that's coming soon, because I think they're always looking for new content. And so that's actually, really good. I think, too, sometimes why you don't see it is because sometimes at certain arenas, it's like you have to be out by a certain time.
Oh, yeah, union rules.
Yeah.
This card is pretty much its main event status all the way down the lineup here, but I got to say, for the Divas and the division as a whole, this is a major opportunity for all of you for having a Diva match, which is considered a main event status here.
I agree. This SummerSlam, because it's 4 hours, I feel like it's a WrestleMania, like 100%.
Right.
And because of all the matches. And then, with the Divas Revolution and taking the division to a whole new level, it makes us part of this WrestleMania-worthy pay-per-view event and makes us one of the most talked about matches to watch. And it just makes me so proud of the Divas and how far the Divas have come along, and the NXT Divas. And I just think, we're making history. And it's going to be so fun to see 3 teams go at it. It's going to be our first time throughout this whole revolution that you're going to see all 3 teams in one ring.
Right.
Well, I mean, hopefully we're not going to be getting hit with submissions and, just breakout fights, but we're actually going to be having a match.
The match, for those who don't know, the match consists of 3 different teams. Team Bella, which, of course, you're on, and WWE Divas Champion, your sister Brie, and Alicia Fox. And then you have Team PCB with Paige, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch. And Team Bad with Sasha Banks, who's the NXT champion, women's champion right now, Naomi and Tamina. To have this much talent in a match like this, even with the men's tag team or something like this, like the old Survivor Series, sometimes it could be overkill. And you look at this match here and you go, no, there's nothing overkill about this. Each individual in this match is bringing something to the program.
I agree. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I think that's what has made the Revolution so good. We've had 2 Diva matches every night, and sometimes the other girls will be on commentary, but it's like you want to hear what that team's going to say, and then now you're seeing these 2 girls, and even if you see us twice in one night, it's not overplaying it. You're, excited because everyone is bringing something different.
Right. And
that's what's making the Revolution so awesome.
And I think this is really helping define your generation of divas here with the WWE. In the past, the Diva division hit a height with the Attitude Era, but Trish and Lita were really the only names that came out of it. And then for a while, there was a gap of divas, but they were more like models, and they had the Playmate competitions and stuff going on there. But now the company is really focusing on the matches, on developing the talent, and bringing strong personalities into the fold here that this match here at SummerSlam is going to be very impressive, and I think the outcome of this is really going to set the trend for future Diva matches.
I couldn't agree with you more. And there's a change now, and the change is here, and it's so great for us women who truly care about wrestling, because now we're finally in the hands of people that now care about wrestling. It's not about best body contest. It's not about Playboy. It's not about anything like that. It's about women that want to wrestle and entertain and look good doing it. Because, at the end of the day, and it's whatever your character is. Maybe like, you know, your character, I think that's what's been so impressive about these girls is they are great to look at. They have amazing characters and personalities, and then they could wrestle.
Right.
And that's kind of this Divas Revolution is like these women with like the total package, but who truly have a passion for wrestling. And that's what I love, because before it was like, okay, is she here to be famous? Is she here for this? But right now, it's the girls that want to get in there and rock and roll. And I've been craving that. I can't tell you for how long. It was the reason my sister and I left, you know, for 11 months. And we came back because we were just over the 3-minute matches, the 2-minute matches. It was like, come on, how can we tell stories? How can we get better? And now it's like, it's just grown so much. And I'm just so proud of all the women that are in our division right now, and the women that have stepped up, and the women that truly want to be here and truly want to make a difference in that ring.
Outside of the talent for the Diva roster, who do you think gets the credit for this big turnaround and the big push for developing the Diva division and actually, making a serious go with the NXT talent that was coming up and has now integrated into WWE and the current Diva talent that they had? Who do you think is the backbone of pushing this Diva division?
You know, I honestly think it's the fans. I think when the fans started trending Give Divas a Chance, it not only made Vince look at the girls and be like, shoot, do I not give them a chance? But I think it also made Triple H look at that. And Triple H used his power and gave his women a chance, and you started to see good things happen. And so the fans wanted to remind everyone of that. Like, look, they're giving Divas a chance. How about main roster Divas? And honestly, I think 100% it's our fans. Because sometimes, fans can make some noise, and maybe they listen, maybe they don't, but they wouldn't stop with this for months and months.
Right.
And I honestly think it was our fans doing that, and then the girls delivering. Like Triple H giving the NXT girls time and letting them tell stories and showing that women can main event. And so that was getting people, because let's say if they didn't deliver and they weren't doing well, then it's like, this is why we don't give Divas a chance. But because those girls have the opportunity to do it, and they delivered, and they were amazing, it got people talking even more, and then, it brought it up to the main roster.
I also want to give credit to Stephanie McMahon's character, I'll say, on television, because
100%.
her character she's really come a long way, where she has the unique ability to, one, terrify you, no matter if you're a male or female on the roster, to show some kind of empowerment towards the women's division and women in the company, and then at the same moment also, kind of verbally and mentally kick the crap out of you to keep everybody in line. Say, yes, empower women, let's not go too far.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is, so when it finally made it to the main roster, the minute Stephanie McMahon got involved, that's what created, this massive revolution. I agree with you 100%. And it's what I've had so fortunate with my Divas reign is that my Divas Championship reign is Stephanie's involvement. I turned on my sister because of Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon had this amazing story, first with my brother-in-law, Daniel Bryan, then with my twin sister, Brie Bella, and it took Daniel and Brie to the next level, and then I got involved, and it took me to the next level. And then just doing those promo segments with Stephanie, one, not only did I learn a lot, but she brought something out of me. And just continuing on working, like I said this in another interview before, when Stephanie McMahon works with the women, it brings us up to main event status. It makes people believe in us, and it just gives us a different level of things. It's kind of like when a girl works with a guy, it kind of takes them up a level. And I feel like that's what is with the Divas. It's because when a company's so invested in someone, and they're like, have her, I don't want to say give the rub, but in a way give them the rub, it makes you believe. And when we knew we were going to do that promo segment with Stephanie, I was like, damn, this is so badass. Like, it was an honor.
That's always been the fun thing with the McMahons, is that no matter how great the storylines are, the characters, or how big the heels are for feuds, that if they needed to make a transition or if they needed to take it to the next level, McMahon was always there as a pivotal point of being, I am the ultimate bad guy. So even the bad guys could turn and have a problem with the McMahons and get boosted to the next level. And Stephanie doing that with the Diva division, and now this whole Revolution thing, it's just putting it through the roof.
Oh, my God, I agree. Like, I'm hoping that Stephanie is going to do something, some type of twist Monday. I'm hoping for it. And I wouldn't be shocked if she does. Like, we haven't seen her since, and I'm like, okay, Monday before SummerSlam, Stephanie has to have something up her sleeve with some twist. There just has to be, you know? I would think. Who knows? But, yeah, I agree with you 100%. We've been so fortunate to have Stephanie with this whole revolution.
Also on the card is, it's no secret, especially if you watch Total Divas, your man has a match, John Cena versus Seth Rollins. He's got the U.S. Championship. Seth has the World Heavyweight Championship. And it's something along the lines, I'll even go back as far as when, Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, Intercontinental versus Heavyweight Champion. It's along the lines of something that incredible. That being said, with you having a title and him having a title, when you guys are at home, do you ever wear the other's title?
No.
Like when he had the Spinner Heavyweight Championship, did you ever just kind of like throw it over your shoulder and just sitting there spinning it while you're sitting on the couch?
No, I wish so. Actually, I should have done that. But John and I are kind of funny. Like, when we're at home, we try to keep, work out of it. I mean, we've had a few times, of course, where I've grabbed his championship and, been like, yeah, U.S. champ, but it's nothing. If anything, he laughs at me because I always try to tackle him and throw him a move and be like, how about this hold? And he's like, all right, playtime's over. I'm like, no, try this one. It's nonstop.
You've never dared him to put on the Diva belt?
No, I think he's afraid to take a photo and post it on East for the internet to see him in the Divas Championship. He's worn the Fearless Nikki shirt before, so I think that's as far as I could get with him. Even though he surprised me with that, he sent me a listing photo.
Yeah.
I'm like, is he wearing a Fearless Nikki shirt? And yeah, sure enough, he was.
Well, maybe wear it during a backstage segment. Help get your sales up on that.
I know, right? I should tell him that. Or at least
I've seen you with the You Can't See Me stuff once in a while.
I do. I like supporting my man.
Yeah, a little role reversal.
Just can't take the Superman outfit off.
Oh, well, maybe at some point. Who's your favorite on the roster? And it can't be you and your sister. Who do you look at and really impressed by?
Female or male?
Both, either one.
Okay. I have to say this past year, I've been really, really impressed with Dean Ambrose. Just from, when they broke away from the Shield, there was so much focus, I feel like, on Roman and on Seth.
Right.
Seth did the turning, and then, Roman, they've really built. And I feel like, Dean's been there, but, he's really overcome everything, I feel like, on his own. And is really, you also will sit and watch his match, and you're like, holy cow, this guy's insane. He's awesome. And he does it in jeans. I think people forget that. He's in jeans. I'm always, so impressed by that alone.
Yeah, I mean, John used to wear the jorts, and, and that was impressive because those don't have a lot of give. And this guy's wearing full, jeans and boots.
Totally. So I would say him, let's see. I feel like I should pick a female, too. I would say Paige. Paige came in here and won the championship. And when you come and win the championship your first night, that's a lot of pressure.
Right.
It's not like she had time to just build and be like, okay, here I am now, guys. It was one night oh, here I am. Shit, this is crazy. So I think she's done well with everything she has, and I think we've even gotten to see her grow a lot. So I guess I've been impressed by those two over the year. I feel like I'm missing someone that's been oh my goodness.
Well, while you think of that, what about NXT? Who do you think? Who do you find impressive that's coming up from NXT?
And I definitely have to say Kevin Owens has been so impressive to me. His character, his in-ring work. I think he embraces being such a bad guy, and I like that. And then I have to say I really enjoy Sasha Banks. I love the character, the personality. She's an amazing wrestler. She's not bad to look at either. She's a pretty girl.
Right.
And she's someone who, really wasn't talked about. You had Paige and Emma everyone was talking about, and then Charlotte everyone was talking about. And Sasha really was just always, her and Bayley were always the ones kind of in the back. And same with Becky Lynch. And so I think Sasha, though, just out of nowhere just became this big star. Even, from NXT and then coming up and just what she's done in the past, month and a half. So I've been really impressed with her.
She's definitely attractive to the eye, whether you know her character or know her or not. If she's standing in a crowd, it definitely catches your attention.
Big time.
And
totally.
that equals big money in the WWE.
Right.
As long as you have the talent to back it up.
Exactly.
We're running out of time. Nikki Bella, thank you so much. SummerSlam is at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, Sunday, August 23rd. It's a 4-hour show starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Definitely should be watching it on the WWE Network. There's no excuse not to. And, of course, you got to check out Nikki's match as Team Bella takes on Team PCB and Team Bad for one of the biggest Diva matches ever in the history of the company. Nikki, I don't know what to say here. You know, it's a very impressive career that you've had, and you're far from done, and everything that you guys are changing with that division and where it's going is just going to be historic. And will you be back for another season of Total Divas?
You know it.
Okay, good.
Bella's away.
Nikki, thank you so much. Bella Twins on Twitter and The Nikki Bella on Instagram. I think we've covered everything, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nikki. Next time you're in New York, please come by.
Definitely, for sure.